This video review is sponsored by LuckyPacks.com. Hey guys, welcome to another video review brought to you by BuyMeAnIPhone.com. As usual, I'm Omar, and today, guys, I'm going to be reviewing a software for you, software for the Macintosh, and this is a free software from PC Tools, and it's called iAntiVirus. Now, I know what you're thinking, Omar. Most Macs, there's no such thing as a Mac virus or Mac Trojans, and that's a common misconception a lot of people have. There are, in fact, actual Mac viruses, Trojans, malware, worms, all different types of things like that that are out there that could affect your Macintosh. Now, granted, it doesn't happen very often that these types of things will affect your Macintosh, but it is a possibility. So I'm going to show you guys what this software does, what it kind of protects you from, and what features that you can get for free, and what features that you have to pay for to use with the software. So let's go ahead and go to my iMac. I'm going to give you guys a screenshot and do a video from there and show you, give you a demonstration on the installation, and just talk about different features that it offers. Alrighty, boys and girls, so here we are on iAntiVirus's website, iAntiVirus.com. And so like I mentioned before, guys, this is a free software download that you can get to basically protect your Macintosh from any kind of viruses, malware, Trojans, all those types of things. And so this is the free version, like I mentioned here, but there is a version you can purchase. Let me go ahead and show you the differences between the two. So these are the things that you get with both versions. Powerful malware protection, virus, worm, and Trojan protection, spyware, adware, and dialer protection, scan and remove, smart updates, IntelliGuard, and I'll tell you guys what that is later on. IntelliGuard real-time protection, community support, that's basically like a forum, home and office use. Okay, so that is what you get with the free version. Now, if you want the paid version, you get additional features like business and commercial use. So if you're using this on a computer that's used for work, this is what you would need to get the paid version. You would get dedicated 24/7 support and phone support. So I don't need those three things, so I just purchased the free one. So if you do want to purchase it, it is $29.95, and it does have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you try it out less than 30 days, you don't really like it, not really impressed, you don't really want it anymore, they'll give you your money back for it, okay? Pretty straightforward and simple. Now, let me show you this one thing that they have on the site that's a really cool feature. Under the features section, features, and it has threat database. Now, one misconception that many people have about Macintoshes, and this is something that Apple widely publicizes in their I'm a Mac, I'm a PC ads, is that Macintoshes aren't susceptible to viruses, Trojans, malware, that type of thing. And this is just not the case. This is not true. There are actually many viruses and Trojans and all those types of things that are specifically made for Macintoshes. And I'll give you an example of that right here. So if you go to Features and Threat Database, this actually has a list of 112 threats that have been found that are specifically designed for Macintoshes. And they range from Trojans to spyware to viruses, all different types of things. Backdoor viruses, and it basically shows you the threat alert here. So as you can see, a lot of these are pretty high. Some of them are pretty low, but for the most part, they're really high on the threat level. Now, I'll go ahead and say this here, guys. I've been using Macintoshes for about 10 years now. I have never once seen a Macintosh with a virus on it in front of me. I've never experienced having a virus on a Macintosh, any type of spyware, any type of malware, anything like that, any type of malicious attack being put on my computer. But you know what? It's free software, and it's kind of like insurance. You kind of have it just in case. Well, that's what this would be. And so I'll give you guys a couple of reasons why you should not pass this up. It's a free software download, and there are some good things about that. I'll mention a little bit later on that would make it worth your while to just at least check this out and download it, install on your computer. Okay, so this is basically the big list of all the different threats that are available for Macintoshes, and just wanted to show you that, guys. So let's go ahead and check out some of the features that this offers. So the first here is a variety of scan options, and so it says you can perform a scan types using iAntiVirus, and they'll give you a complete scan. It's very thorough. So real-time protection. So IntelliGuard, which is what I was mentioning earlier, and when I was listing out those different features from the free version to the paid version. So IntelliGuard is what protects your Mac against infections in real time. And so basically what happens is if something's happening to your computer, you'll actually have an alert that's displayed on your system, in your system menu bar, letting you know about something that's affecting your computer. And so it can quarantine it right there on the spot. And so this works silently in the background. And like I said, the quarantine. So this will actually quarantine any type of infections, any type of viruses, anything that it finds on your machine. It will actually separate it from everything else and it'll quarantine it. Okay. Another cool thing is it has automatic smart updates, which means you're guaranteed to always have the latest, newest version of iAntiVirus. Every time you open it up, it checks for smart updates. And obviously, it's running in the background right now. So if an update comes up, it'll automatically upload it, install it for you. And you don't have to worry about it. And here's probably one of the best things about this: low resource usage. So I don't know about you guys, but I use a lot of graphics programs: Photoshop, Illustrator, Dreamweaver, all these types of programs on my computer. I am already sucking up tons of memory on my machine as it is. And so the beauty about this software is it's very, very low impact on your machine. It takes up very little memory. I can actually give you the guys a demonstration and with my activity monitor here. Let me see where it is. iAntiVirus is like the lowest one here on the list. I'm only using 17 megabytes of memory. Barely anything at all. So while this runs in the background, it's not going to be taking up tons of space or tons of processor to run these scans in the background. And I'll show you later on too, as well as how often, if you don't want to do a scan every day, every hour, however often you want to do it, you can actually adjust that. And like mine, I have mine running once a week. It's only because, you know, I'm not really too worried about having a virus affecting my machine, so I only have it running once a week. But you can do it manually as well if you feel, just like checking up and seeing how it goes. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the status bar up here, notify bar, and so this is where the icon is right here. And so these are the options about iAntiVirus. So basically show you the version that you have. Your preferences, it shows you that it is running, protect my Mac. So if you turn it off, that's not going to have a check mark next to it. Show iAntiVirus, smart update, and exit iAntiVirus. So let me go ahead and show it to you real fast. So this is the window that comes up with. Let me go ahead and minimize this real fast. So scan my Mac. If you want to manually scan it, you can just click on that button. I'll go ahead and show you what that looks like. You can start the scan, and this is basically what it does. It scans through every single file on your computer, with the exception of any folders that you tell it not to scan, and I'll show you that in a second where you can pick those at. And basically it just goes through the whole machine. This takes about 11 to 15 minutes on my computer, depending on what kind of files I have going on. I'm just going to cancel it right now. It says iAntiVirus has completed the scan. Click here to scan. See scan results. No objects found, nothing quarantined, objects failed to quarantine 0. So I mean, it only scanned for 19 seconds, but I've done this plenty of times and nothing has happened yet. So let's go ahead and go back to here. So it'll tell you the version your version that is current, 2009 version. Last scan was on this date, give you the date and time. Last update check, and it'll give you that as well, so that way you'll know the latest version is 2.0.37. Okay. So let's go to the quarantine folder real quick. So this will show you all the files that it does find on your system. I haven't seen anything pop up mine yet. Luckily, that's what shows up in here. Go to General, and this is where some of the options are. So this section allows you to modify General, Engine, and Scan settings. So Scan Engine settings. So Scan inside Archives, I checked it off. Scan mode, you can do a fast mode, or you can do normal. Normal obviously takes a little bit longer, but it's a little more thorough. Okay, heuristics, I have no idea what this is. I'm not even going to pretend to act like I know what it is. I just have mine set to normal as opposed to off. So that's running on in the background as well. And here's the other cool places. Do not show the antivirus dock icon. I checked that off because I don't really want to take up any more space, and I already have tons of icons here in my dock. I don't need that. That's why I keep it up here in the top corner in my notify bar. And here's also a place where you can exclude all files and subdirectories that you don't want it to scan. So let's say there's other folders in here, external drives, whatever. You don't want it to waste time checking through those. I have my trash can in here. It will skip right over those. It'll keep scanning through all the other files on your machine. Okay. Scheduling, here's another important part of the whole software thing. And like I mentioned before, if you don't want it to take up more memory, constantly running scans and that type of thing, you can have it to where you can scan, perform scans weekly, every second day, or every day. Or never if you want. If you just want to have it to where you just scan it manually, you can click on never as well. It also lets you set up when it checks for updates. Okay, I just have it checking for weekly because I figured the updates are going to come that often. But if you could do it every second day, every day, or never, and you can do scan for weekly updates by manually on that main page I showed you earlier. Other cool features, it has a history, so it'll show you what days and the times that it performed the scans and anything that may have popped up while it was doing that in the history page right here. So that's pretty much it, guys. That is iAntiVirus by PC Tools. A free software update, download. Put this on any Macintosh. If you are going to use this on commercial computers, your business computer, you would need to purchase the $29.95 version, the paid version. You will get also 24/7 phone support and some other supports as well with that. And so, guys, like I said, I've never experienced viruses before, but it's kind of one of those things to where, what's the use in not having something like this on your machine? It's just going to run in the background. It's not going to take up that much memory, that much processor. So go ahead and check that out, guys. iAntiVirus.com by PC Tools. That's going to be it for me today, guys. Hope you enjoy watching, and I hope you go and download your free version of iAntiVirus soon. I'll talk to you later. See ya.